Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to my video. My name is Karen and I am a student in University of Nueva Cáceres in the Philippines. So I am here to share to you my personal creativity machine story. So let me define first creativity. So for me, creativity is a gift to all humanity. So when I say to all humanity, I see everyone else in this universe creative and special in their own different ways. I also have this one that creativity is something that is supernatural. We are having a supernatural mind that's been lent to us, to all of us in this community. And we also have that creativity is a different way or different level of thinking. Now, all of these definitions, we all have this in every individuals in the universe, because I have read from a book that I have before, The Big Magic. That's the title of the book. The Big Magic is written by Elizabeth Gilbert. It says here that, let me just look at it, that the universe buries strange jewels deep within us all. So, and then stands back to see if we can find them. So over here, it is within us all. So meaning to say, everyone is creative and everyone is gifted. So let's answer the question, when does creativity happen? So we have here two feelings or two experiences where creativity happens. This is when we feel depth of happiness, and second, when we feel depth of misery. Now, I'm gonna share my answer from my previous assignment where I develop how I develop my creativity. So start with the word excitement. So what is excitement? Excitement is the center of my personal creativity machine. So as we all know, when we say excitement, it is talking about feeling of great enthusiasm. That is what we call, or connected to what we call, depth of happiness, or what we call eagerness. So this is a feeling, yet for me, it is not just a feeling, it is somehow connected to my dreams, to your dreams, and of course to my imagination. So once I get this excitement into something, my mind explores somewhere that led me to have more ideas about things, about life. So this is what I use to look for reference to support my imagination. So when I say to look for, I look for more reference or for more creative minds to help me on the imagination that I have. And also, I do it gradually. So when I do it gradually, I am allowing myself to learn more other things. So just like, for example, when I did one of my masterpieces from my hobby, from my passion, I did an arrangement. So when I did that arrangement, I didn't do it just this one click. So I did a lot of adjustments on my arrangement so I could get the perfect feeling of creativity for me. Okay, now this is also what I use to avoid the errors on being creative. So the errors that I am talking about is, one, it is rejecting the good ideas, and second is implementing bad ideas. Okay, now in relation to my profession, which is I am an educator to high school students, or more so, let's say in the future I might be teaching special students. But for me, when I look at my students inside the room, I see all of them creative, all of them are gifted. So what we need, or what I need to be an educator, is to facilitate them or to support their silly ideas. Okay, why silly ideas? Now I have here from my list where I could help my students to be more creative is by acknowledging or appreciating their silly ideas, because when they have these silly ideas, and when you analyze it, this is something that where you could also see that these silly ideas could help them or could help their work to be more powerful than the other work. Okay, and I also have here, I always remind my students to own your disappointment. So this is me saying that you have to acknowledge your failures. So why you have to acknowledge your failures? Because if you really want to be successful into something, learn from your mistakes, right? And also you have to listen to opera music. That I personally use this tip. I listen to opera music where when the music reaches the climax of the song, that is where my imaginations and all of the ideas come out, and that's how my happiness, my excitement boosted, all right, or get boosted. So to end this story, I'd like to share some of the quotes, or one of the quotes from the book which I suggested a while ago, The Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. So it says here, recognizing that people's reactions don't belong to you is the only sane way to create. So if people enjoy what you've created, terrific. If people ignore what you've created, too bad. If people misunderstand what you've created, don't sweat it. And what if people absolutely hate what you've created? What if people attack you with savage vitriol and insult your intelligence and malign your motives and drag your good name through the mud? Just smile sweetly and suggest as politely as you possibly can that they go make their own art. Then stubbornly continue making yours. So personally, I do it. You have to have the courage to do your art. Art in your life, art in school, art on how you do everything around you. So don't listen to everybody else, because as you remember, everyone is different. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching my story or watching my video. Thank you, everyone.